Once again, folks, that's your 5-minute gun, and now it's time to go boat racing. Here is who will be in Heat 1B, presented by Seafair and Graham Trucking. In the number 9, your High Point leader, Andrew Tate, in the Les Schwab tire. In that bright red 12, Graham Trucking, J. Michael Kelly. In the 21, Payne West Insurance, Brian Perkins. In that bright orange, the little boat that could, the Bucket List Racing 440, Dustin Eccles. Seafair thanks Albert Lee Appliance, proud sponsor of the Albert Lee Appliance Seafair Cut. The start of Heat 1B is just underway in a few minutes. Seafair reminds you that for your safety and the safety around you, everyone must get out of the water while the hydros are on the Ted Jones race course. Now, it's time to get out of the water and enjoy some of the world's fastest race boats as we go on to Heat 1B, presented by Seafair and Graham Trucking. Brad Luce.
Thank you very much, Kay Brewer. We're 3 minutes and 50 seconds to the start of our Heat 1B, presented by Graham Trucking. All 4 of our race boats are out on the water, and I'm hoping...
Fine, go ahead and cut through the infield after you get around this buoy.
Okay, that one, as you know, that was one that we call kind of ragged.
It was, but there was some issues over here on the turn number 2. These drivers are all doing their maneuvers, and we're seeing an early cut in. It looks to be like Brian Perkins, first one to cut across the course.
Yeah, Brian cut from front to back. That's the first time we've seen that. These are all those timing runs we talked about this morning and over the weekend. They want to be at a certain spot on the race course at a certain point in time. That doesn't mean just 15 seconds before the start. Oh yeah, they want to do that. But they've also got a 2-minute mark, a 3-minute mark, and that 3-minute mark is where they want to be in about 4 seconds, because we're coming up to 3 minutes right now, mark.
3 minutes to the start of Heat 1B is going to be interesting because we've got a couple fast boats out there. J. Michael Kelly is only his 2nd race of the year, but he's trying to chase down points from Andrew Tate, your current leader in National High Points. Brian Perkins, they were having some issues. They had some boat problems last year, some boat damage. Got it fixed, brought it back out here for Seafair 2018.
Yeah, and everybody cut the north end of the race course off that time. Keep an eye on Kelly here. He would have, if he wanted to jump to the backstretch right now, he'd have an opportunity to get, and there he goes. He's going to jump over there and get in front of everybody. Well, you could see that one coming. Everybody was going to the lower corner. Now, we've still got a long way to go. We're 2:20 till the start.
There is a lot of things that are going to happen between there. We talk about lead changes, but this is what you call the race before the race. There's a lot of things that are going to happen. We are 2 minutes away from the start of Heat 1B.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go all the way up to the top end of the race course. It's going to be tough to make a lane swap right now. 2 minutes to the start of our Heat 1B, presented by Graham Trucking for Seafair.
And coming around turn number 2 in that bright orange 440, going to lead him back up the front stretch. And it looks like J. Michael Kelly taking his signature move of lane number 1.
Yeah, he's going to come down here in lane number 1. Still got a lot of time here. There's 1:35 until the start. So I really like their position right now. But I believe the 2 white boats, it's difficult for me to pick it sometimes, but I believe that is Brian Perkins that is coming down here.
12, warning on the 12.
Right next to J. Michael Kelly. And so they're going to come all the way down, which means if Perkins is going to stay tight on the hip of JMK, that is going to put Mr. Tate in lane 3, because we know Eccles is going to be on the far outside, which means Tater's going to have to drive around those 2 guys.
I would have to say it's going to be a sneak attack that's going to be happening from that Andrew Tate. I have a feeling that's part of his game plan, is to come back out at full speed.
1 minute. We are at 1 minute, and the boats will start up the backstretch. It is Kelly in 1. It is Perkins in 2. We are going to assume that Tate will squeeze the U9 into lane number 3. I don't think Perkins is going to leave the door open and allow Tate to get into lane 2, and I am sure Kelly is not going to let Tater into lane 1.
No, he's known for taking lane number 1, but we know Andrew Tate, he's hot to trot. He is your leader, but Andrew Tate, coming back from the back of the pack, I have a feeling we have a game plan going on, because look at the 3 boats in the lead. I'm not sure where he thinks he's going to squeeze in there.
No, he's going to get into lane 3. There's going to be room there. But the guys ahead of him are early. There's still 20 seconds. And so he's going to sit back there and slingshot it. Now look at the rooster tail come up on the 9. Andrew Tate is able to put his foot down before the other guys because he's further away from the starting line. We're at 10 seconds until the start. Going to be a good-looking 4-boat start coming down. We are 5, 3, 2, 1 mark, and we are racing here in Heat 1B presented by Graham Trucking, and it is going to be Brian Perkins get down here, but he's got Tate right with him, and on the inside is J. Michael Kelly driving at 12, the Graham Trucking, Kay.
I don't know, J. Michael Kelly may not have had much room, but here he comes. He's going to be your leader out of turn number 1. There is a great fight in that second place position. You can't see it behind the rooster tail of your leader, J. Michael Kelly, the Graham Trucking. First and second place. First place, J. Michael Kelly, but bring them around turn number 2 because I can't see them over 200 miles an hour. They're going into turn number 2, Brad.
It was a good start. In second place on the outside, that is the 9. That is the Les Schwab with Andrew Tate. Perkins has fallen back a little bit. There is Tate. He is on the outside. It's Kelly the leader. As they come.
You can move over. Perkins is gone. Move it over.
J. Michael Kelly in 1.
You got 2 more laps. Chase it down. Keep it on the water. Settle it down before you turn the wheel. Just you and him. Perkins is gone.
That's Kelly's going to get down here first. Tate is 2 boat lengths back.
These two have been driving side by side for quite a few years, and we know J. Michael Kelly's able to hold on that inside lane, but Andrew Tate, as you said, was floating it down the backstretch, and he lost a lot of ground. I'm not sure what happened behind the rooster tail of J. Michael Kelly in turn number 2, but look at J. Michael Kelly just walking away with the lead, going into turn number 2, Brad.
Yeah, this is not over. Don't you count out Andrew Tate just yet. But JMK, holy cow, they came out here and ran really hard this morning. It was indicative of a very good boat ride in some rough water. Here comes JMK. He's going to come down. Look to his right. He'll see the white flag. 1 to go, and he's got a rooster tail on Andrew Tate. Now watch Kelly fly the boat. He loves to put a lot of air under it, and he's got it right now. JMK is in control to the entrance pit of the corner. Got almost a rooster tail and a half, K.
Over Andrew Tate, and like you said, he looked over and saw that white flag as well and said, I've got 1 lap to get J. Michael Kelly, and he's going to bring it down. It looks like Andrew Tate seems to be having in turn number 2 issues once again. He is not floating it like he did down the front stretch, but J. Michael Kelly, he is flying down that back stretch. He's only got a half a lap to go. The checker flag will come out, and that big grin of J. Michael Kelly is about ready to shine.
Entrance pin at the top end of the race course. There's the apex buoy. All he's got to do is come off the exit pin right there. Slides out to about lane number 2. He will come down. Checkered flag flies. J. Michael Kelly. He will come down and claim first place in our Heat 1B. Sponsored by Graham Trucking. And the folks from Graham Trucking at the sponsors tent over here to our right go crazy. I wouldn't have guessed he would have been able to walk away from Andrew like that, but he did. Here comes Brian Perkins. He was in the thick of it for a few laps, or at least 1 lap, and then on the second lap he began to fade, but Perkins will come around and pick up 3rd place in the 21. Darrell Strong presents Payne West Insurance and bring Dustin Eccles around again. The kid is going to be consistent. He is going to pick up points and finish. We said how critical that was.
It is, and you know, I was talking to Dustin Eccles earlier, and he said we were Boat of the Year, voted in by H1 and by all of his peers. This is your 440 Boat of the Year 2017. Each year they are getting faster and faster, but my goodness, Heat 1B, that was a nail biter, Brad.